Hey guys, welcome to Girl Time with Mimi and
Sha.
And this is our new podcast where we're just going to discuss like relatable topics, day-to-day things, and yeah. So our drinks that we're having today are margaritas, strawberry, and pina colada. Strawberry pina colada margaritas.
And it's really good. I never had this combination. This is
You
good.
like it? See, I be having some good ideas. Woo. Okay, so basically this episode we're gonna talk about friends. Like, you know, who we are as friends and, you know, the people that we attract. So, okay, so I'm Mimi and I've known Shahida since high school. And I would say we've been friends for a very long time.
Right. Yeah. Definitely like 11 years, 12 years.
That's a long time. Yep. Yeah, so we were pregnant together and we just, you know, true blue friends. Oh, when you first met me, what was your first impression?
I'm trying to think. It was so long ago.
I know.
I remember we met in Mr. O's class.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like in love with this. I can't let him go. This math teacher, I know. He was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was 11th grade. And I just remember us all pushing our desks together and talking about
Yep, sex.
I
Pretty
think
much.
that was our first introduction to each other. But
That was
was
the
such
topic.
cool.
Aw,
Yeah,
thank you.
that was cool.
Yeah, I feel like when I met you, you just were so chill and down to earth. And I was like, I like her. You know how you just get good vibes and energy from people? So I really was like, oh, I like her. She's going to be my friend. Whether she knows it yet or not, I like her. But normally when I meet people, they tell me like, they think I'm a bitch. Or
Really?
like first impression, I don't even have to say anything to them. Like it's the way that I look.
Yeah, it just comes up.
Yeah, they're like, I thought you were a bitch when I first met you, and I didn't want to say anything. So. But I'm really nice.
Yeah.
I think I'm really nice.
Yeah, you are.
Thank you.
I think I get kind of, well, I used to kind of get the same as like, oh, I thought you were stuck up, but I was just really quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
that too. Yeah, stuck up. It doesn't really offend me as much. It's just like, dang, you didn't take the time to get to know me. But if I just look like I'm stuck up, I feel like being stuck up is a compliment.
Yeah.
You know, like when people look at you,
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
a bad thing, I
yeah,
guess.
like I carry myself in a certain kind of way,
Right.
but yeah. So we're going to talk about friends, and the first thing I want to talk about is: do you think birds of a feather flock together?
As in you're friends with you attract
Yeah.
yourself as friends.
Yeah, like so. Say like, for instance, you're out and your boyfriend calls you and you're hanging with a certain friend that he might feel like is a little out there, and he's like, you always with her. What y'all doing? Like he's like paranoid, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like, well, what she does is what she does and what I do is what I do, but I'm still her friend? Or do you feel like it's things that you guys have in common that might make him have like a reason to feel that way? Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like when I was younger, maybe I remember actually becoming really close friends with someone and people warning me about this person. Like, she's a hoe. She's gonna ruin your reputation. I just kind of felt like I'm not doing her. So what does that have to do with me?
Right.
Like I'm able to separate. Like that's your business. What you do is what you do. I know what I do. But I do think as you get older, you kind of your circle kind of becomes like more of which you're
like a representation of
yourself.
Right. I agree. I feel like when I was younger though, I would have friends that, like you said, you would hear different stuff about them, and guys would just assume because my friends were like this that I was like this.
Oh my God, yes.
And I used to be like, I have nothing to do with what she does. Right. And even as I gotten older, I still, like, I have a lot of friends from my youth. So some of them are still kind of
doing that same
thing. Yeah, they haven't really changed.
Grown out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, and as you know, I don't judge anybody. Like as women, we should be free to express ourselves how we want, you know, and date how we want. And you know, I've always been in a long relationship.
Yeah.
So like I've always been I feel like I've always been the relationship friend. Yeah. Like I'm never really single.
I've never really single.
Right. So anytime I like dated a guy or had a boyfriend and he saw my friend and she was like single and doing her, he just like, you always hanging with her. Like, what's that about? Like, what, you know? And I'm like, just because she's doing her does not mean that I'm doing the same thing. And I feel like with girls, we don't do that. Like, we don't drag our friends into. I feel like guys do stuff like that. Like, they're more like, yo, come be my wingman. Like, she got a home girl.
Yeah, we don't
do stuff like that.
Our business off to the side and then,
you know. And I mean, I'm gonna tell my friend about it, and that's that. But as I'm older now, my circles are a lot smaller, and they're still, you know, friends from when I was younger. The ones that made it.
The ones that stuck around.
Do you feel like friends have like a love language in a sense, like a friend language? Like as a friend, how would you describe yourself?
How do I describe myself as a friend? I mean, I would say that I'm a good friend.
I would say you're a good friend too.
But I do know, like, the older I get, I can recognize my faults in friendships. As far as, you know, like you said, some friends need and require certain things than, you know, different things than others. Yeah.
Some friends can be more needier than others too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like I'm not really a needy friend, so because of that, I sometimes don't understand when other friends are that way. But the older I get, I kind of understand, like, okay, this person needs a little bit more attention, or this matters more to them. Or you have some friends, like, we can start talking, it's fine, whatever. So,
I feel like I don't consider myself to be a needy friend either, because I have a relationship. I have 3 kids.
It's hard to be a needy friend when you have other things.
Right. But it's like when I talk to certain people consistently, I talk to those same people consistently. So if it's like a person that I don't talk to often, I still know they're my friend. It's no weirdness. But like, say you talk to somebody every day, and then you don't talk to them anymore. People like, what's going on with her?
That's true. I feel like I'm the same in that way.
Yeah.
I think I'm moody though.
Moody. So I think it can make other people feel like that too. Like, I talk to Mimi all the time, and now she's not answering, or
I feel like I'm the same way though. Like, I'm the most social person I know. Yeah. To me, like, I like to socialize, I like to be around people, but then I have those days that, like, I just really don't really want to.
Yeah, and I feel like that's okay. I feel like it's a part of self-care. And my personality, when I'm upset, sometimes people can irritate me and they don't know they're irritating me, and I can lash out and react in a certain way towards them. And so, like, to not do that, I just, you know, put myself back. Yeah. But it's hard for me not to answer a call when it's like somebody I talk to on a regular basis, or someone that I'm close to, because I feel like as a friend I'm really a nurturer, so I always try to be there for people. And it's hard for me sometimes, like when I'm dealing with my own shit, to like separate my shit and just I consume other people. So it can be, you know, I just feel like I have a few different personality traits. But I would say more so, like, I'm the friend that people call to like vent and talk to. And
I would say the same, just because I feel like I'm not judgmental at all. Like, anyone who knows me, I'm very free-spirited, very open-minded, and I feel like that's why people feel so comfortable talking to me.
I feel like you're a really good listener too. Like, I can talk to you and talk to you and talk to you, and you're really listening to me. Like, you don't interrupt me. You just let me talk, and then you give me your point of view. So I feel like you're a great listener. Thank you. But I feel like I attract, like, the type of friends that I attract, because I'm a nurturer, are friends who can be, I won't say needy, but they can be needy, like a lot. They require a lot more maintenance, or
they require
attention.
A lot more from you than you require from them.
Right. But it doesn't bother me. It's just, you know, like I say, sometimes I need space. I feel like when I need that space, they don't really understand it.
Yeah.
But then if I let them,
they take it wrong.
Yeah, and then if I answer their call and I'm in a bitchy mood, like, bitch, what's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? But I was trying to leave you alone for a little bit. It's not even you, it's me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it can be, you know, I will say friendships can be draining, but it's got to be a good balance.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like as an adult now, when I say the birds of a feather thing, it's good that we have a lot more in common. Like, we're both busy, we're both moms, so that you're not like, why I ain't talk to her, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
So do you even think that you're still able to have, like, I feel like when we were younger, you had that best friend that you were always with, that you talked to all the time, and I feel like the older you get, friendships in general just kind of change.
Yeah, they change.
And I think some friends, if they have less responsibilities, they still kind of respect that kind of relationship. And it's just like, it can't be like that anymore. Like, we're older now, we have to work, we have kids, we have things going on. So do you feel like you're still able to have like that high school kind of best friend relationship once you become a certain age?
I feel like I had a friendship like that. We were best friends for a long time, you know, and we met in high school. We were cordial and stuff. We were friends. I would say friendly. But after we graduated, it was so weird. It was like all these people that went to high school with us were kind of like, hey, Mimi. And I'm like, I didn't even know you knew me. And they wanted to hang out, you know what I'm saying? And I was okay with that because I was just open to friendships. Like, being younger, I was more so like family, you know what I'm saying? I had like 1 or 2 friends. And I went to so many different high schools that I didn't really get a chance to like lock in. You know, when you go, or the new girl, and your friend is all the way over here at this school, you kind of like are separated, you know? So I embraced that. And so eventually me and this girl started hanging out all the time, and we would talk all the time. And even up until recently, I would consider her like my best friend. Yeah. And I feel like we came to 2 different places in our lives.
Like you're just 2 different people.
Right. Basically. Well, I feel like I was holding on to that, what we had, like that history. Yeah. And I mean, she was a good friend to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? But it was certain areas where I felt like she could be a little selfish, or he wasn't considerate of my feelings, because I'm the type of person, I like for people to like stand on their word. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say you're gonna do something, I expect you to do it. Yeah. And then if you can't, just communicate that shit with me. I feel like people don't like to talk to me about certain stuff. They'll vent to me and they want my opinion on all this shit. But when it comes time for them to like be open and honest with me, or just like, nah, I don't feel comfortable doing that, or you know, I don't know. It's like it's weird. It gets weird. So.
And something so simple can literally just
dissolve a friendship. And I feel like I'm the type of person where if I don't talk to you, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to chase your ass down. I'm not even going to wonder, because I feel like you know what the last interaction was that caused this
to be like this.
Yeah. So I just let people go on their way. And I don't feel like friendships when we were kids are the same as they are now, because of the responsibilities of life. And you could be on something that she's not on, and she's jealous, but she doesn't want to say she's jealous, or not even jealous, like envious of your situation. You know what I'm saying? And you as her friend is like, oh no, that's my friend. Like,
you would never want to look at your friend like that, or think that's what's going on.
Exactly, but it's the reality. So I don't know, but I feel like when I was younger, I didn't really have a best friend for real. Like,
see, I feel the opposite. I feel like when I was younger, that's more so when I had like that best friend. Like, obviously I have a lot of close friends, and I have people I consider like best friends, but I wouldn't say it's anyone that
you don't put the title on it.
Yeah.
When do you put the title on it? Like, when are we best friends?
I mean, I feel like if I had known you for a long time, I'm still kind of putting like, and we have been, you know, cool for a long time. I'm kind of like, depending on how close we are.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is like one of my best friends, but I don't necessarily may even say it out loud.
Yeah, it's like an unspoken thing. Right.
I'm like, yeah, that's
my best friend. Yeah.
I'm here choking. But yeah, I feel like when I was younger, it was a lot easier to have those kind of relationships. But the older I get, I'm not gonna say I don't have a best friend, because I don't want it to offend anyone. I'm just gonna say I don't have that relationship as even if we're not hanging out together every day, I don't even have like, I feel like anyone I talk to every day on a daily basis. Yeah, there's not one person I talk to every single day.
And see, I have friends that I talk to like every single day.
Maybe you wouldn't consider that.
I don't really consider them my best friend though. Because it's like that title. I feel like once you put titles on shit, there's like this pressure to like upkeep a relationship because people are like, that's her best friend. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's the pressure for me or them, or it just feels like once you put an actual title on the shit, it just, people start acting
like now you're in a relationship. Right. Basically.
Yeah, friendships are relationships. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm off of the best friend thing though. Like I got friends, we're close friends, you know, like my sister, but I'm not calling, I'm 30, I'm not calling nobody my best friend ever the fuck again.
I mean, I feel like up until recently I had a best friend.
Yeah.
But you know, I feel like people just grow apart and
So do you think you guys were similar before and now you're not? Or is it something else?
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a combination of everything. Because I definitely feel like that person now kind of grew a little bit more. But
so you're changing. People change.
Yeah, we're just changing.
Yeah.
You know, we met when I was like early 20s, like right after I had my daughter, like when I was still into just wanting to have fun and drink. And I think a lot of times I used to be like the fun friend.
Yeah. You were definitely.
I was definitely the fun friend, and now I feel like I'm not so much as that, and I haven't been like in the last few years. So I kind of feel like when I started to make that change, especially being a mom, and my daughter getting older, I kind of saw the effect that had on like certain friends. With them just not understanding.
They didn't get it no more.
Especially if they don't have kids. And stuff. So
do you feel like a lot of your friends don't have kids? Like the ones that you
a lot of them don't. No.
Yeah.
They don't have kids.
I don't think a lot of your friends have kids either.
No, they don't.
They don't.
No, and I think that's probably where the issue comes in. Because I can't just be
They don't understand.
I can't just up and do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
And then just, you know, do other things. But I really think it's just like people, they grow apart.
Yeah.
And even like with conversations, you know, with certain friends, and you just feel like we're not even, our conversations don't even match up.
Yeah.
Like the stuff you
care
about.
Not the same type of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the stuff you care about, this stuff is important to you. It's like, that's not what's important to me.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like we were never really compatible.
From the beginning?
Kind of probably from the beginning.
But you didn't see it then because you were younger, you were having fun. Yeah.
And even in relationships.
Yeah.
You have fun.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, then once it gets settled
like,
in, you kind of like,
shit.
we have nothing in common. So it's kind of the same. Like,
yeah.
You know, and I obviously, you know, love that person and they were a good friend to me. Not to say they were a bad friend, but sometimes you're just not compatible.
Yeah. I feel like when you take out, I feel like I have different friends for different shit. So, especially when I was younger. So, I feel like I had a friend I could go to the movies with because we like the same type of movies.
Yeah.
I feel like I had a friend that I liked to go to clubs with because she knew how to have a good time. You ever get to a club with a bitch that's stiff, like, right, she don't want to drink, she don't want to dance, like, why did you come?
Why are we here?
Right, why did we get here? And, like, I have friends that I feel like I can talk to. Then I have friends that I can't really talk to about shit, but I know, like, it's always a good time.
Right.
So, maybe she was, like, your fun, when you were at a point, she was like your fun friend, and now you're more like chill and, you know.
I'm a homebody.
Yeah.
Now, so, yeah. But that's true. I think you have to kind of put people in certain
categories.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's not.
Like, all right, you just a friend that I go to for this.
Right. I don't feel like you necessarily have to cut.
Yeah, you don't say that. You mentally know that. You don't say that, but yeah.
I feel like people get offended by that too, because I have I had a friend, we're still friends, and she had like a best friend who would feel some type of way when she wouldn't invite her out. And she was like, I don't not invite her out because she's not fun. I just don't invite her out because she doesn't get along with other people. Right. Like, she's one of the people that you do one-on-one shit. Like, I'm the friend. Please don't invite me to no group shit. And I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
And like, y'all just doing y'all. And I'm over here like, who the fuck? What the fuck? Because I can be a little standoffish. I feel like I'm kind of like trying to read the room, trying to feel the vibe.
I'm the complete opposite. I literally don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I've had I could be in a situation where I kind of feel left out, but especially if drinking's involved or like we're out or whatever activity is going on, I just kind of put myself into whatever is going on. Like I don't really care. I like to mingle. I like to talk to people.
See,
so
sometimes
it doesn't really bother me.
I try to be like, hey, and girls are like, and I be like, oh hell no,
Right,
because bitch, I just was being nice to your ass because of her, and you got this stick in your ass, and so that makes me like more reserved. You know how you have bad experiences and you're just like,
yeah.
So if they seem friendly, then I'll be friendly. Yeah. But sometimes I've like said something like in conjunction to the conversation, like, oh yeah, cause, and they look at me like, bitch, I wasn't talking to you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm about to beat your friend ass here, cause what? Yeah. But so it kind of like I just don't like.
But that explains why you are.
Yeah, because when I try to be like outgoing or like take off my little shell or whatever, then it just backfires. And so, and I don't like to feel like I'm trying harder than the next person, or I'm like seeming like I'm thirsty because bitch, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like I'm trying to be fun. I'm trying to be cool. So my friend was like, her friend was similar to me, and she didn't like her other friends for real because she was kind of territorial and protective of their friendship. So she just wouldn't invite her like that. Yeah,
that's a whole
territorial.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a territorial friend.
No, I don't. Okay. From you.
Yeah, I'm not like that. Like girl,
I'm not
you can have her if you want her.
But I definitely have friends that be like, wait, you call someone else your best friend, or you hang out with this person. Like some people are like that, and I don't know why. I'm just like.
I've had friends who are like that, but they're more like snarky with it. Like, oh, well, call your friend so and then
call me back.
Yeah, like they do little.
So you're gonna go do something. Oh, have fun.
Yeah.
Call later then.
Yeah, exactly. Or your friend's there and they just get quiet. Bye. I'll talk to you. Like this is an attitude. Like you can feel the energy. They don't necessarily like tell me.
No, I have friends who flat out
will tell you.
Yeah. Who literally like I would post videos or whatever, but like hanging around other girls, and especially if they didn't know them, like, oh, who was that? Type thing.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Like a guy.
Literally, some friends literally feel like they're your boyfriend.
That's how it sounds to me. Because I feel like, wait, chill out.
Right.
But I feel like most of my friends know of each other, but they don't necessarily all like mingle with each other. Yeah. And I feel like it's good to keep separate parts of my life separate. Not that I'm hiding anything or hiding a friendship, but it's like I know my friends, so I know you'll get along right, and who's not. So
you kind of just keep it.
Yeah, so I'm like,
I don't even have enough friends to separate.
Right.
At this point, I literally feel like when I was younger, I feel like I had so many people around me or so many friends. I don't feel that at all anymore. Which I don't really. I mean, sometimes I mind it, like when I really think about it, or more so when I see other friends doing stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, dang, I wish I had a group
friend to do stuff like that.
To do stuff with, but
I don't really feel like I have a group since my friends are all kind of separate.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, let me call this friend and see if she wants to hang out, and if she doesn't, let me call this friend. But it's like, I can't just like, y'all, let's go.
Yeah, let's all go together.
Yeah. So are you like open to new friends and new friendships?
Yeah, I feel like the older you get though, it's a lot harder to establish, because most friends groups, they've known each other for a very long time.
Yeah.
So it is kind of like, well, where would I meet this new random friend at?
Right.
I mean, at work and stuff, I've met friends, and I don't know if it's because like the age difference and stuff like that, like, so it never became like
a solid,
whatever. But I've met people that like we went and did things together, or we'll go to for drinks and stuff like that.
Like coworkers and stuff.
Yeah, coworkers, but that's more like a coworker.
It's a coworker. Those are different.
Yeah, they're different. But that's
the
closest I got to meeting a new friend.
Yeah,
where else would you meet them?
Right, through your other friends.
Through your other friends?
Yeah, so I'm not really a new friend type of person.
Some people don't like when you become too close.
But it's got to be a gradual. It's got to be slow, and it can't be like we're leaving the middle friend out.
Yeah, the one that connected.
Right. Yeah. So before I was like, I don't want no new friends. Don't introduce me to her. I'm not gonna like her. Like I was totally against it, and then I came to a point where I felt like I needed
new energy.
Yeah, new energy around me, and. Like now I have a friend, I would call her a new friend, but I've known her for a few years. I want to say I've known her since I was pregnant with my son, So that was 2018. So I met her in 2018 through one of my close friends. And they're related, and it was like on some cordial shit, you know what I'm saying? And like my friend will have events. She's like an event party, like planner. I'm having things at the house. She's definitely a party planner, event planner actually. She's doing that now too. And we'll come and it'll be Friendsgiving. So like at the Friendsgivings and stuff, I would still see her, like since I know who she is, you know, hi, I'm comfortable around her, but I wouldn't really say friends, you know, but very cool. I wasn't really comfortable opening up, like certain, you know how you go to talk to your friend and another person is there, so you can't really talk how you would talk. But after time, like over time, I would say more like last year, honestly, we got a lot closer, like just from the events, and then it started being from bigger events to just us three. And I really love her. Like she's a really great friend. She's a really cool person. Yeah, so I'm like, thank you for, you know, bringing this person into my life, right? So I feel like, but that friend, that the close friend to me, she always has like cool friends. Like I've met a few of her friends. Like she's one of the only people who I can be like, okay, I'm gonna meet her friend.
Like I trust your judgment.
I trust your judgments when you pick your friends. So, you know, I'm open in that extent. So maybe like it would take a little warming up because I met her in 2018 and it's 2021. You see what I'm saying? So it took a little time to like nurture it, but I would definitely call her a friend. Like at this point.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So new friends. You said you're open.
Yeah, I'm open, but I don't have any.
You don't have any. Okay, so I'm gonna introduce you to some new friends then. But okay, so in friendships, like, what do you feel is a deal breaker? Like, what ends the friendship? When it's a wrap, it's a wrap. Or what makes you start like falling back from the friendship? What's the deal breaker?
I don't know, because like I said, I'm not really a needy friend.
Right.
So I don't really require too much. I think my biggest thing is probably just loyalty. Like if I feel like you're not loyal to me, if I find out like you're talking on my back or hanging out with somebody that you know I don't get along with, then I'm starting to look at you like sideways. So I would say that's probably
it's like you're fucking with the enemy,
basically.
Or not even like the enemy, but you know this person don't really like me. You know I don't get along with this person.
And then it's just awkward because for one, like I don't even feel comfortable anymore, like talking to you about certain stuff.
Right, because I don't know if you're taking back
saying to that person.
Right.
So I think that's my main thing. Loyalty.
That makes sense.
I don't know what else really.
I would feel like that is definitely a deal breaker.
Besides that, I don't know. I don't know. I think that would be my only deal breaker.
Right.
Really. I mean,
because I just feel like the type of friend that I am, I want that in return. So if you have a problem with somebody, I have a problem with that person. Not like, oh, I want to fight them, but I'm going to see this person and be like, my friend don't fuck with her. So I'm not going to be all buddy, like trying to get to know you. This is very weird. It gives off like, are you really her friend for real? Because I know she told you she don't like me. Right. So it makes it kind of just question your motives.
Any kind of history.
Right.
Because that's even weird.
Yeah,
like, if y'all had already known each other, then I'm like, whatever, bitch. Yeah, that's your friend. But if you just don't even know this person from nowhere, and you decide that you're
all of a sudden y'all just cool and shit.
And you know we have like issues, then
it's very weird. Like I had a friend, and she fell out with somebody first. And like I tried to maintain a friendship with that person, which she told me was cool, you know, because we talked about it. She was like, I don't care, you can hang with her. I don't give a fuck. I didn't talk about her with that girl, but the other girl would always bring up my friend. So eventually that girl asked me to choose. And so I chose my you have some nerve. So I chose my friend. And years went by, and that same friend that I was like loyal to, that I didn't even have a problem with this other girl, basically I took on your issue. She told me she hit the girl up to like mend their shit, but the girl and me over time had like exchanged bad words. She talked negative about me. She tried to start.
So now y'all don't fuck with each other.
Right, exactly. So for you to do that without even talking to me first, you told me after the fact, and I feel like the only reason she told me was because the girl was like, bitch, fuck you, it's still on site. Like, wow. So the girl gave her energy that she didn't think, I don't think she was anticipating that.
Right, she thought
so now you want to talk about it with me. Nah, bitch, you was just trying to be cool with her. Like, no. But it just made me feel some type of way, because it was just like, I would never have did that to her. And if I thought like, oh, I missed this person, it would have been a conversation I had with my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like little shit like that make you just step back and like peek the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking at you funny now because are you really my friend to really want to be with somebody or be cool with somebody that talks about my family, talks about me, try to like stir a bad rumor in my relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like put some negative shit out, like portray me in this negative light. So I don't know, it's a lot of deal breakers for me.
I was gonna say that just made me think of like a friend I had a long time ago. Like we stopped being friends for like quite a while, but
So
I feel like I'm a very loyal friend. Like any fight, arguments, like I never had my own issues with anybody. You know what I mean?
Like,
you're
a likable person.
There's only one girl in life who just didn't like me for no reason. It went from middle school over high school. This was in New York.
Oh, but I thought you told me about this.
True. I don't like her either. So
you told me about it.
But yeah, besides that, I'm just so chill. I never had issues. Any issues I got into was because of my friends and me trying to like be there for my friends. So,
right.
But anyway, who were we just talking about?
I don't remember.
New friends.
We finished that. I think.
Oh,
I was finishing the story about the girl that I knew through a friend.
Okay.
But long story short, she was trying to talk about me to who I thought was my best friend when she like my best friend posted me, and she slid in her DMs. Mind you, she's not even friends with the girl that was my best friend. Like they're not friends. They don't talk on the phone. They're not cool. We both met her at the same time through our mutual friend. And she was like, oh, that bitch Mimi, or I don't like her, I don't fuck with her. And instead of my friend being like, well, bitch, why the fuck is you in my shit? That's my friend. Like, she basically was like, LOL, and then sent me a screenshot.
Wait, she responded LOL?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she responded LOL.
Pissed me off.
I'm a little crazy. I can't like make shit bigger than what it was.
But it's on the lines of basically you didn't.
Yeah, you didn't even like check her. Because I would have checked somebody talking about my friend to me. So, old story.
Yeah.
But moving on, that's in the past.
Moving on.
Right.
We were going to talk about boundaries between...
Boundaries.
Yeah, boundaries.
Yeah. Boundaries. Oh, and like, okay, so with boundaries, I feel like I set boundaries silently. Like, so I'm like, some friends, based on our relationships, I tell them more, and other friends, I tell them less. And so that's a way of me setting that boundary. Like, bitch, don't ask me because I'm not going to tell you. If I say I'm annoyed, we're just going to leave it there.
So basically, we're saying as how much you tell your friend about your personal relationship.
Right. Yeah, like.
And so it differs on the friend.
Right. It does differ on the friend. And sometimes it's not even like about my guy. But I can just be going through.
In general.
Yeah, I can just be going through something in general. And I just know by the way you are or how you respond.
Whether I want to tell you or not.
Right.
Like, are you going to make it worse because your response isn't going to be...
Right. It's not going to be what I expect or what I need.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I have a friend, she always says, like, when she's in bad situations, she doesn't know what to say. So I never try to put that pressure on her to, like, come to her.
And honestly, some people are literally like that.
Yeah.
They just don't know how to respond.
Right, they don't know how to respond. And I don't want to feel like I'm venting to her something that I really need some support, and then she doesn't give that to me, and now I'm like, oh.
Right.
Yeah, like,
and she just don't really know how to give it.
She doesn't know how to give it. So I feel like with different friends, you have to cater to that friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain people, when you realize who they are and how they respond, you know what their triggers are.
Yeah.
And you just know how to act accordingly and work on that relationship. Like, if I have a friend that's super sensitive, I'm not going to be super harsh or come off really strong or, mean. I'm just going to cater to their emotions.
Yeah. And that kind of ties back to just the friend language. I guess.
Yeah. Because I mean, you have like you have the crybaby friend. You have like that super emotional. You have the fun girlfriend that's ready to have a good time. You have the social friend that can like be cool with everybody, and
everybody have different personalities.
Right.
To be honest. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been told that I can be the mean friend.
You know, it's so crazy. I see you say that and post it a lot, but
you don't get that from me.
I've never gotten that from you.
Right.
It's never a time that I feel like I've ever spoken to you or talked to you about anything and felt like you came off as mean.
Like mean, right?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm really nice. I I know that people like to talk to me about stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I'm like not over a situation, but I'm like trying to get you to or be encouraging. My family has like always been like a tough love family, like my mom and them. So I'm like, bitch, fuck that. Like, you know, I say
it gets set up after a while.
Right, it can come off kind of harsh sometimes. But I've been working on that because I'm getting older. So I feel like when I was younger, I don't know what was going on. So I used to be saying all kinds of stuff. But now I'm like, okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, you're just more sensitive.
Yeah, more sensitive, right.
So, yeah.
So what about you with boundaries?
Yeah, I'm trying to really think about it because...
What kind of boundaries would you set? Like...
Well, just as much as I like who I talk to or about what's going on with me.
Yeah, both.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, for one, I feel like and just in general, keep a lot of things.
You internalize it?
Yeah. That's just me in general. Because I just feel like a lot of people have a lot going on. And so I don't really like to put my problems on anybody else.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, you ever have friends who call you and they'll vent for like 2 hours and then you try to get your little thing in there for like 10 minutes and then, all right, well, I'll call you back.
I hate that. Like, damn, you can't listen to me for a little bit. It makes me feel that way.
I definitely have a friend like that. Which I had to learn that's her. And I feel like for her, that's probably just her venting. But she probably
got it out,
really,
but now she's not listening.
Yeah, so she probably doesn't even understand, like, okay, maybe I also have something to say. Or something I also want to, you know, vent about. So, I don't know, for the most part, I feel like I've always been the friend that people call and vent to. I don't really feel like there's many people I call and vent. Vent to. But, I don't know, I'm pretty open.
You don't call and vent. I say when I see you, like we haven't seen each other for a while, like we could sit down and we could talk about shit that happened and catch up. But you're not like the type of person that's gonna call and like you do
internalize things.
So I'm like, damn, I didn't know that happened. You're like,
yeah, so I'm definitely that friend, but I'm also very open, and sometimes I feel like I'm too open, and I've actually was thinking about that recently because if I'm comfortable around whoever it is. You know, like you said, you know, you have the friend who can tell stuff to you, you have the one you don't. I kind of don't know those boundaries.
Right.
If I'm cool with you, I'm close to you, and a subject come up.
You don't feel like you should have to put a boundary on it, right?
Yeah. And even, you know, situation we were just talking about around a certain person, it was even a time I felt like I'm giving you too much information.
Right.
And you ever give too much information and feel uncomfortable afterwards?
Yes.
Like you said too much.
Oh, my God. Yeah, like I said way too much.
Yeah, that's me. Like, if I put too much of my feelings or business out there, sometimes I walk away feeling like I said too much, and I feel like I'm so open, it's easy for me to do that. Just I'm like an open book. I don't really care, but then like after the fact, you kind of like maybe you shouldn't have, because you know other people I feel like are a lot more private too. You don't know their intentions, and a lot of people are more private, and you feel like I'm telling you my business.
And you don't tell me anything. I don't know anything. I had a friend like that, and I don't talk to her anymore. I don't talk to a lot of people anymore. But no, I used to like always tell her stuff and just talk about just things freely because I'm the same way. Like I'm really open. I try not to be as much anymore because, like I said, I'm not friends with a lot of people anymore. So it's like I left stuff with these different people and they know these vulnerabilities about me, and it's like it makes me feel uncomfortable, right? But I would never tell someone that just because we fell out, I'm not gonna tell your business. I'm not gonna like. Oh yeah, you're basically dead to me. Like I don't, you know, I wish you the best.
You told me is
it dies with you. Yeah,
like, I'm the same. I hate friends like that. I hate friends like because we fall out, you go and tell my business. Right? Like, what the fuck? What's the point?
What's the point of that? Yeah. I feel like people try to badmouth you to other people that know you, so they want them to look at you in a different way too. But that's like childish. So if girls are still doing shit like that, then why were we friends in the first place? Yeah, we too old for that shit. But I have certain friends that I don't tell stuff to, and it's not because they're not good listeners. It's because they consume, like they'll get super emotional to the point where they are upset with the people that I'm telling them about, and then they come around them and they're like,
oh, see, now that's another thing too. You have to be careful. Like I feel like what you put out there and what you tell your friends or family, because like you may get over it, but they don't. Over it. They hold that shit. Right. So I had a friend, I was talking to her or whatever, and she was like,
girl, I just mind my business between you and him now because y'all not ever gonna leave each other alone. You love him, like. Right. So now I realize that she's like that, but she's not the type of person that bites her tongue anyway. So I try not to put her in situations where I'm like venting anything bad, to where she's like,
then you don't care for her response,
right? Because I want to hear it, but then she's like, because she don't want to say something mean, like she don't want to say something like how she would say it. So
I mean, I definitely learned like what situations people gotta learn on their own, or people gotta make decisions for themselves,
right?
So, I mean, I've had friends, boyfriends do certain stuff to them and it's like I don't really like it or I don't agree with it, but also if that friend wants to forgive that person, I feel like that's something people gotta learn on their own, right? Because what you do, you're gonna push a person away,
right? Because I feel like if my friend is happy, then I'm happy. Right. If my friend is sad, then I'm sad. I'm gonna hurt this nigga. I'm upset with this nigga. But if she forgives him and she's happy again, they're in a good place, then I support
and that's
that.
always been me.
Yeah.
And it's not, I don't know if that's being a bad friend.
No.
Because I'm not like, oh, fuck him.
No, because
I just feel like everyone needs to
make their own decisions. Because unless it's something where like her life is at danger,
then that's different.
It's different. But if it's like a disagreement she had with her man or they not seeing eye to eye, something petty, like, and you mad, like, girl, I see your point. But fuck him. You saying fuck him, it's fuck him. Yeah. But if you're like, oh, I love him, we made up, then I'm happy for you.
I'm basically going whatever my
I'm going with what you
want. You hate him, I hate him.
Right.
You love him, I love him.
Right.
Whatever. Like, yeah, because that's just your decision making. Like you said, if it comes to the point where I feel like their life is in danger or they doing something to really harm them, then that's something different. But no, just everyday relationship shit. I'm just like,
because I mean, I got my own shit going on. Right? My shit ain't perfect, so I can't judge you for sticking with your man through whatever y'all going through.
And to each his own. That's their personal choice. So
so with that, I feel like, so with those boundaries that we set with our friends in our relationships, how comfortable are you with your significant other, like being friends with your friend or talking to your friends or like contacting your friends or anything like that, or vice versa?
So I'm trying to really think of like a personal situation, but I can't really think of one. I don't think there's ever been a situation where any of my friends like super close to me I did it. But I just think it depends, like, honestly. It depends on, did y'all know each other first?
Yes, all these little things.
Yeah, there's all these little like things that go into it because I don't know. And then you get the vibe. I feel like as women we get the vibe. Yeah. So we kind of know. We can sense if it's just a friendly something or we kind of something more. If it's like a little something extra going on. So I don't know. I want to say that overall, I don't feel like I necessarily have a problem with it. It just depends what extent is it going to. Like, are we talking about
like every time we have a problem, y'all calling each other and shit?
What is, it depends. Right. Because then that might be like,
I wouldn't like that, because like I'm venting to my friend and then she's like, he told me.
No.
What the fuck do you mean? Like, what you mean? Why y'all talking about me and him? Like, that's weird. Yeah.
For me personally, I kind of always just try to keep a certain boundary between, no matter if the guy's cool, whatever. It's like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, whatever. We all hanging out. I'll socialize in a group setting, but I don't think I would really talk to that person outside of that. It was only one person I could think of that, like, one situation where, but me and my best friend were dating best friends. Okay. So it's like sometimes he would vent to me and I would vent to him and we would like have short conversations. We're also way younger. Right. But but I think it was just different because of the dynamics of like the whole, we were always together. It was like a whole kind of like a group.
It's like a group. But then can you tell the friend that's dating the other friend what your man said? Because because they can take that back to their man or their girl or however you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, girl, he said.
Right, he said. No, I feel like in that situation, I was more so trying to help and be like the middleman between.
It's like a mediator.
Yeah. And I feel like he was kind of doing the same for me and the person I was talking to.
But he got your back.
Yeah, it was more like that.
That's not how she was coming off. She didn't mean it like that. Like that.
Kind of thing. But just in general, on a regular, I feel like I don't need to be texting my friend's man.
Period.
There's no reason.
No, not at all.
There's just no reason. Like, if I need to vent to somebody, like, I'm going to vent to my friend or someone else. There's no reason for me to be hitting him up. If I want a male point of view, I'll call my brother.
Right.
That's what you got brothers for.
Right, that's what you got brothers for.
Yeah, it's just no reason.
Yeah, because I remember a time where, you know, my man, his name's Darius. So Darius has a homeboy. Shit, I got these Darius. So Darius has a homeboy, and I guess the homeboy's girlfriend, I ended up finding out that when her and the boyfriend would get into it, she would be trying to call my nigga. Like, what? Mm-hmm. He's not your friend. You know what I'm saying? He's his friend. So you venting to my man.
She probably was low-key trying to find information out too.
Yeah, I think
trying to see what
she was like, he did this, he did that.
Yeah.
Talk to your friend. Yeah. I never did stuff like that. I never called any of his homeboys and was like, Darius did this, he did that. Like, one time I did call his friend Clarence, rest in peace Clarence, and I did was like, baby. Right, I was like, and Clarence was like, baby, just relax. But I knew it was his friend, so the way I did it was like I wanted it to get back to him that I felt this way.
See, Clarence went to high school with us,
right?
So it's like already established,
right. We had an established relationship.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of depends,
right? Because
it's just like, say you're, I know you've been in a relationship for 20 years, but say you're dating somebody new, like, and it's just. Nobody really knows him. Mm-hmm. It's just like, why am I reaching out to this?
Right.
It's different, like when you kind of
like
have
that
someone.
Girl, she met Darius through the boyfriend.
Like you're a new comer. So why are you even
calling him? I don't even have. I didn't even have that friend, and that friend went to high school with us.
Yeah.
I didn't even have his number to call him.
So why the hell you?
Right. Why are you calling my man?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't like that, because not saying that I don't trust my man. I never know what a female's intentions are, and I've been around guys that have said. Any girls that are dating his friends or bring their friends around or try to talk and brush up on him and flirt with him and do shit inappropriate. So I just feel like guys don't see it like that, but as a woman, I'm like, I don't know her. We don't have that. She not calling me.
Right. Why
she ain't trying to be right. You ain't trying to be cool with the girlfriend. It should be we the girlfriends.
And because normally that's how it goes.
Yeah, but no, that's not what she was on.
Yeah.
And it was just like, He's like, Mimi so mean, but I wasn't being mean. I feel like people can relate. Like, come on.
No, I definitely can relate to that.
Yeah. And so as far as my friends being
cool. So how do you feel about your boyfriend or your significant other having female friends?
It's a dead thing for me. I know. Okay, so like I would say, like how you said, it's all situational. Like it depends on certain factors. Now, if he knew somebody ahead of time and we were, you know, I met them and they were cordial and nice and cool and the vibe was right, that's different. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't respect me, then it's just not gonna. It's gonna be a problem. And then I'm not gonna like you.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like the only reason I can't, like you said, it depends on the situation. The only reason I can't completely be like, oh, you can't have a female friend is because I have a male best friend.
Okay.
So you know Julius, we've been best friends since high school. Long time, never messed around, whatever. So I know some people like there's no way for a female male
friends. You can have platonic friends.
It's literally possible because I'm an example.
Right.
Like, literally.
I've had homeboys. Yeah, I've had homeboys before. But see, I don't talk to, like, the guy friends that I've had, I don't talk to them
about your
a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, just enough to feel like.
For anybody to be bothered about it,
And I just feel like for my man, since he don't see me talking to niggas on a regular basis, if he did turn around and start seeing me,
all of a sudden,
he's going to be like, what's going on? Right. And out of respect, I feel like relationships, you have to have boundaries. Right. If your significant other is comfortable, then that's fine. Right. But if they're not comfortable, then you have to respect that.
And kind of even what you were saying, it's kind of the introduction of it all, because I feel like in the beginning, like, so my best friend, he has a girlfriend, so you know I'll bring my dude over there, we'll all meet, so it's kind of like you already see that it ain't shit going on, right? You know,
but some people don't even think that,
and they still think some shit.
Because they're like, oh, just because she got a man don't mean because there are girls that don't respect their relationship.
All of his all of his girlfriends never liked me until this one. I don't know if she liked me or not, but it wasn't like an issue. Yeah. And to me, I'm just always like, try to be so nice.
Yeah, you try to make them comfortable. I feel like as a friend, that's your job.
Yeah, and because I understand the situation of like your dude.
I want him.
Exactly. So I'm like, I get it. I'm a female as well, so I understand. So I would go out my way, and it kind of be like a slap in the face for me when it's just like, oh, she don't like you. She don't.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
she don't want to come around. I'm like, first of all, you stupid. So you're gonna send him by. You think something going on,
right?
So you're gonna send him by himself instead
right.
of you coming too.
Yeah.
So now, like, I'm inviting y'all both, and you don't want to come.
Yeah, you're being standoffish,
and that's stupid. Because if you thought something was going on,
I would be there.
I'm coming with you there.
Right. And I feel like if somebody is really friends, like they really like, say my man had that relationship with that girl to where she was always around, they were always on the phone, they were chilling. I'm gonna want to be cool with her, not like want to be her. We don't have to be friends, but I want to like get to know this person, see why they're cool, get to understand their relationship, because when you don't accept shit and it's happening, it's gonna cause friction. Yeah. And it's no point.
As you get older, like me and my male best friend, we're not on the phone all day or every day.
Right.
We don't rarely see each other or talk, you know. But at the end of the day, it's like
y'all still are friends.
We still are friends. We talk here and there, and I do want whoever I'm dating to be comfortable with that, because I don't mind if the guy I'm dating has a female friend, if they already established that relationship, if I met her, if she seems cool. I feel like it's just all what you kind of give off. Right. Don't care. Yeah, I don't care. It just depends.
I feel like with my man, if he was like open about like, these are my home I don't even like the word homegirls, because girls say that they I feel like girls say that that's my homeboy, but really they want to you know what I'm saying? So for me it's a little, but if you're like, yeah, she cool, like I met her through whoever, she's cool, then that's one thing. But then if I like found out my man has secret homegirls, that's when the problem comes. That's the problem. Like, because I wouldn't want him to be like, I always put myself in other people's shoes. I wouldn't want to have like secret homeboys that he didn't know about or he wasn't aware about, and then all of a sudden he sees these text messages and who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, he's my friend, and since when? You know what I'm saying? That's that simple. That shit. Yeah. Yeah, because I never heard of this person. That's when it turns into like a whole nother something else. Yeah. So, I mean, as far as like my female friends being cool with my guy, a lot of the girls that I'm cool with or knew from like high school knew him before I knew him, because I didn't get to my high school that we went to together to the 11th grade. Okay, so that's when I came too, but I think I met him as well. Exactly. So like, and he went to like middle school with a lot of people, and I mean, I met girls that already knew him, so I wasn't no uncomfortability there, because I'm a very secure person, and as long as everything seems genuine, everything seems, you know, I'm cool with that. So, but like as far as me, now we have this deep friendship, like our friendship, y'all could be cool, but you gotta have loyalty to me, because I feel like just because you knew him longer, if I was to tell you something, are you gonna go back and tell him? Like, yeah, because you know, like bros before hoes type thing. I feel like with guys, it's this, you know, they have this loyalty to each other where. Because I met like a couple guys before I met him. I was gonna say, they don't care if they knew you long. And then they'll still snitch to him and tell him some crazy shit. And I'm like, we were supposed to be friends. And you know, so yeah. I feel like as long as once our friendship deepens, then you know, as long as you know, where your loyalty lies, right? And I don't know, for me, like I don't know, not side with the girl. So I guess that kind of goes too into loyalty of friendships, because do you feel like when you break up with somebody, do you break up with their friends? Hell yeah! And you know what? This is kind of a good one because you know I really liked you when we were together. Yeah. But now it's kind of weird. Like, the dynamic has changed. Can we still hang out? Like, no, we literally don't talk anymore. But it's like you broke up. Yeah. You all broke up. Everybody breaks up. You gotta pick a side. I feel so. And they were his friends first, so that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So you gotta let them go. Yeah. I'm so easy to let people go that I wouldn't even. So I don't mind it as much. I won't say I don't mind it, but it was no one that I would say like we became like besties. That might have been a little different, but just in general, like they were cool as fuck. Like we would, you know, hang out, and even like we still follow each other and stuff like that. So like sometimes like I want to write them or something, but I don't know how they like feel about me. But I guess so. Do you feel like if the breakup is bad? Then they might feel away. Yeah, because you're on the side with your friends. Right, you're only hearing their side. Right. But if the breakup was like amicable and they're like they don't badmouth you, or you know, then being cordial is essentially what you're still trying to do, like social media cordial. Yeah, which is fine. So you feel like once you basically break up with a person, you break up with their friends. I'm done. fuck all y'all niggas. I don't want to talk to none of y'all. Even if I knew you forever, it's fuck you. Right. Because I'm just, the way I feel, like when I'm done with somebody, I'm done with Eric, I'm done with the family.
I was gonna say that.
I'm done with the friends.
See,
and if you were my friend and you liked him and y'all were cool, then you're my friend. Fuck you. He has to be dead to you like he's dead to me.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of hard sometimes.
It is hard.
How close you get, because you still want to sometimes maintain those friendships. But
I feel like it just brings memories of the relationship that I don't even care about anymore. Yeah. Like, I'm over that. So once I'm over that, I'm over but like, I wouldn't want to be around a mutual friend,
because
it's gonna bring back those, like, you know,
it's kind of like you leave what you came with,
right?
Like, if I brought this friend into this situation, I'm leaving with this friend.
You gotta split it.
Yeah, split it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, because
I guess I understand, but sometimes it is hard.
It is,
especially if you, like, you know, start to really like that person or you're really cool with that person. But then, you know, it will never be the same.
Yeah. So exactly. The dynamic is changing.
Yeah,
like, the reason why we bonded before we got along was partially because of this person. Mm-hmm. And now you remove this person from it. And
you don't even fit in the group anymore.
Right.
You're not dating one of the...
Yeah, you're not in the
guys in the circle.
Right.
So you're not in the circle no more. So. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because I remember with one of his friends broke up with their girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And I was cool with the girlfriend, and he started dating a different girl.
Oh, so what did you do in that situation?
I was loyal to the ex-girlfriend for a while. Like, I would be around the new girlfriend, and I really wouldn't talk to her. Like, I didn't have a choice but to... Where's your strawberry? It probably fell in your glass.
I'm like, where's my strawberry? But continue.
But yeah, so, like, you know, I would be around, but I would try not to be like, me, because my boyfriend doesn't like that. Like, he calls me out. He really hates when I'm like,
Yeah, so you have to play.
Right, so I had to at least, like, or act like I was involved to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. But my loyalty, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about this friend. You know what I'm saying? So, eventually, that friend felt some type of way about me being around the girl. Right. Like, I wasn't even cool with her. Yeah. But once that friend cut off communication with me, I was like, well, I'm not going to accept her, but I'm not going to be as withdrawn because you don't even talk to me anymore.
Yeah. That's a hard situation to be in anyway, because it's like the new girl coming in. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be a certain way towards her. You don't even know her. She could be cool.
Right.
And it's like, I'm being mean to her because of you, but you're not even in the circle.
In my friend's defense, the reason why her and that guy broke up was because this girl was like pushing in on
see, now that
that's what I'm saying.
That's different.
I wouldn't necessarily say she was like a side chick to him, but their relationship was in a rough situation, and that girl came in, and it just kind of like dissolved their relationship. So she felt some sort of resentment towards her, which, you know, as a female, it can be like that. And she was my friend, like, so I'm around the girlfriends, and she didn't like it, and really didn't talk to me like that for a while. And then that girl,
I can see that too, because from the outside looking in, she probably thinking,
she thinking I'm talking to her, but it wasn't like that. But I can see why she would feel that way, because she doesn't know. Like, she knew how we would hang. So in her mind, she probably
automatically thinking it's gonna be the same.
Right. But I don't like that. I feel like when a friend questions my integrity by like assuming negative shit about me without talking to me about it first, expressing how they feel about it first, that shit bothers me. Yeah. Because I had a homegirl, totally different subject, but we're on integrity. But I had a homegirl I knew from like the 10th grade. We were really close. And one incident, right? It's multiple incidents. Okay, I give people chances. Some people I just cut off, and some people I give chances. But she was like a friend that I cared about, so I gave her chances. So anywho, she dated this guy. She lost her virginity to this guy. She really liked this guy. They ended up breaking up, and this is back when we have BBMs and Blackberries.
Oh my god!
And he randomly, I miss it too. He randomly BBM'd me. I'm like, how did he even get my pin?
Right.
So I'm like, you know, I'm insert name here's friend, because I went on dates with them like the third week.
Wait, was he trying to talk to you?
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm like, you know, I know.
But y'all were double dating.
We did double date. No.
You start willing, and then
wait. I would time out. It wasn't even a double date. She took me with her to meet him at the movies, and I was her wing woman.
Okay, yeah.
And the friend was there, and I was like, hell no. You know what I'm saying? But I just...
Yeah, like I'm not so go up. I'm
gonna just sit on the other side. But the guy ended up being cool, and he ended up going to Stevenson with us. So we ended up like meeting each other. Oh yeah, but the date, it wasn't a date for us. Like we were just the friends that got dragged along. Yeah, like he was the wingman, I was the yeah. So I mean, I'm everybody's type, but he probably was like, this bitch don't like me, so back up. But yeah, so anywho, I had met him. I've been around him, and we were close friends. So you know, like how your man knows who I am. Yeah. He might not have met me multiple times or always been around, but he knows who I am. So I'm like, you know that you're talking to me, right? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, nah.
This was your opportunity to back out.
Like, oh, I got you confused. My bad.
Like, I'm cool with your chick, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I do know.
I know. And I don't care. And I was like, oh, I don't even move like that. So I told her, just because she's my friend. Right. And I feel like if I didn't tell her, it would have been weird. Right.
So did it backfire and you telling her?
It did. Because
that happens a lot, too.
She said she confronted him and he denied it. So then she told me, this is what bothered me. She told me she didn't know who to believe.
Bitch, you think I'm making it up?
Right. Why would I make that up? And we're friends. It's not like I'm a random chick that you just met or you met through him or I've known you for years. You know what I'm saying? Like I confide in you. You spent the night at my house. You know, like we're like friends and you've been around my family. Right. So I'm telling you something. Why would you question me?
What I'm saying.
So after that, I didn't talk to her for a little while. And then I ended up talking to her again because guess what happened? He did that to a different girl that she introduced him to as her homegirl. And that girl let him smash.
No.
Yes, she did. And then she found that out and was like, I believe you now. That insulted me again. Because I'm like, it took for that to happen for you to trust me. So I feel like when friends question my integrity, that bothers me because the way that I carry myself in my friendships is like I'm loyal, I'm true blue, like I'm gonna be honest with you.
So is that kind of like your deal breaker?
It is a deal breaker for me. Like I can't.
Don't question.
Yeah, don't question me. I had another friend, or I thought we were friends, and known her for a long time too. She met a guy, they started dating, and the same girl that used to do my hair that I was telling you about, that her other friend was being weird.
Yeah.
I'm getting my hair done by her, and one of her friends called, and she's the baby mama of the guy that my friend is dating, and she's talking shit about my friend on FaceTime to my hairstylist.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So my hairstylist is friends with the baby mama of my homegirl's new boyfriend.
Right. And so she's doing your hair, she got her speaker, and
randomly, and I'm hearing her talking about my friend and saying the guy's name, and I'm like, what? So as her friend, I said like, nah, that ain't even that. Like, that's my homegirl. She's not no home wrecker. Yeah. She, you know, he told her that y'all wasn't together. Yeah. Like, she wouldn't even do stuff like that. So fast forward, I ended up going on a trip to New York to see my sister. I just had my baby, my oldest, you know, and I'm there and she calls me and I'm high as a kite, like stoned out my mind, cotton mouth. And I'm thinking she's calling to see like how I made it, what's up. And she's like really aggressive, like, oh, he said it's a lie, and he said that you told her that I was trying to do this with him and have his baby. I'm like, you was trying to have his baby? I didn't even know that.
I didn't even know.
Right. So I'm like, I would never talk about you. Like, I'm stuttering because I'm like so caught off guard. I'm like overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just don't know who to believe. That was it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done. I can't even. I was like, well, I'm telling you the truth. So believe who you want to believe. And then we got off the phone. She's like, okay, I'm going to talk to you later. I didn't talk to her no more. And I think eventually their relationship, I don't know what happened with that. Maybe she saw him for who he was.
Right.
And she decided she wanted to be cool or talk to me at least. I don't know what her intentions were. But she reached out a couple times. And I didn't reach back. Because I just felt like that hurt me. It hurt me. You know what I'm saying? Not like, oh, I'm just so this mean bitch. Yeah. Like, I'm thinking we're friends. Like, I care about you. And I came to you to, like, let you know of a situation that you might be getting yourself into. Not saying I'm judging you or I'm telling you. I'm just giving you a warning. Like, this is what's going on. And for her to say that, it just was like...
That would bother me, too, I think. I couldn't imagine, like... I don't think I've been in that situation, but I couldn't imagine going to a friend and, like, trying to help them out and tell them information, and they tell me they don't know who to believe.
Right.
Because after that... I'll be like, all right.
Right, because we're friends.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not,
just like, why would I come to you and tell you some
Right.
shit that's not true?
and you start thinking about like your relationship with them.
In
Like,
general,
yeah,
now you think about everything.
right. Like I thought we were cool. I thought we were
Right.
close. Like I've cried to you.
Yeah.
You know, I've confided in
It's almost like you
things.
don't really trust me then.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the trust part.
Yeah.
Because it's like I want to be this great friend, and I pride myself on being this great friend. And I feel like you think I'm a great friend, but then
Yeah.
you question me
Yeah.
over a nigga. Oh,
nigga.
yes. So yeah,
That you
integrity
know
is
be
big.
lying. Like for
Niggas
me,
be
I
lying.
never question it. If a friend, especially a real friend, comes to
Right.
me about anything, I don't give a fuck. It could be the
Right.
craziest fucking
Story ever.
and I'm gonna believe it.
Right. Because it's
Like,
like, what's your point of
yeah,
coming
what's the point?
to me with this? Like,
Yeah.
I don't gotta lie about shit. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
care,
Right.
to be honest. Give a fuck.
Exactly.
Like, I'm trying to help you out.
Yep.
So yeah.
I try to learn to mind my business, but at the same time, it's certain friends that I'm still gonna be
Yeah.
like this with.
Well, thank you for joining us for Girl Time. This is our very first episode.
Yep. So we hope you guys like it. We're gonna talk about more topics similar to this, just life, you know, in general. And if you have any feedback or have any suggestions, let us know.
Nice. Definitely leave us a comment.
Yep. And like and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, so you can watch our podcast and stay informed. And I'm Mimi.
I'm Sha.
And this is Girl
Girl
Time.
Time.